I would say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, but sweet tea here. I know y'all probably look at me and wonder what's going on with me. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not feeling too well today. Um, woke up this morning trying to exercise, and I'm like sore all over, y'all. My body, my head. At first, my neck started hurting, and then my head, and next thing I know, my shoulders feel like somebody's standing on them. And by the time I'm about to start on my lymphatic exercise, my whole body hurts. I mean, my hips, my legs. I mean, I thought maybe at first it's probably stress, but I don't know. Maybe I should just wait 24 hours and see what happens. Even though I got an appointment tomorrow to see my physical therapist. But like I said, I just gonna have to wait and see, y'all, because I mean, I'm feeling terrible. I'm just hoping I don't have that flu or that COVID that's going around, because that's the last thing I want to do is pass this on to my family. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I saw a friend of mine, she posted that she got sick from one of her kids. And, when you sick from, your kids and, all the rest of your family members get sick, it is, I tell you, this is why I never wish this on my worst enemy. Never. So just, we need to pray for one another, y'all. And, you know, support one another, contact, make sure that, that we're doing better. I thought about making some, kind of like Panera soup with a bag of queso blanco cheese, but I think I'm just going to do regular soup, y'all, because I am not going to put, dairy within my body, and it's bad enough that I'm already suffering. Okay, so, for those who are sick right now, I'm praying for y'all. Please pray for me and hope that I need to get better. Because to tell you the truth, by the way how I'm feeling now, I might have to cancel my appointment tomorrow. I mean, I'm really feeling terrible, guys. I thought I was doing fine. My head stopped hurting. But before you know it, by the time I set up and then I do, exercise trying to clear my nose, which is still back to the stuffy again. I might have to tell, my daughter to stop at a pharmacy like Kroger's or somewhere to, I really feel terrible, guys. I mean, seriously. But as a trooper, I'm going to go through this, I'm going to get through this by the grace of God. That's all that matters. Okay, I'm going to do is just, it's a good thing I'm already prep up my stuff, for my soup today, because, I mean, I just want something one pot anyway, but yeah. So, let me start off by doing this today, because eventually, once you sick, you go forget stuff. And I mean, when you forget stuff, it's hard for me to try to remember, what I was supposed to say. So, okay, let's start this. All right, yeah. I'm trying my best not to be too political, if I can help it. But I'm going to say this. Okay, we all know that this year is a midterm year. For those who don't understand what a midterm year is kind of like, middle of the term of, let's say, president. The fact is that, that we are electing, I think, Congress, senators, representatives who are, who we vote for this year. And midterms determine, how many Republicans and Democrats are going to be in there to, let's just say, get rid of who. The fact is, he's trying his best to not wanting that to happen. Let's just say that. He told that he wants to try and ban mail-in voting. Now, thing is with mail-in voting, there is what we actually call absentee voting. Okay, like sometimes you may not have time to vote, because of your job, or because of your illness, or because you have no way of getting to the polls, that kind of stuff. Well, that's where mail in voting comes in. You know, even if you're in the military and you are like somewhere else, let's say out of the country, but you're still a U.S. citizen, that's also counted in as mail-in voting. But the thing is, that's what Trump is trying to. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to prevent mail-in voting, and also he talking about some voter ID. Now, let me tell you something. All of us have voter ID. Now, I don't know what he means by voter ID. We got our driver's license, we got our state ID. That's our voting ID right there. Every time I go in to vote, I show my ID. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I mean, it don't matter if I'm going to the board of the elections or go to the rec center. I always show my ID. So I'm trying to figure out what's the problem, right? But anyhow, the thing is, that's what he's trying to do. He think that by being slick and saying that he wants to do an emergency sanction on mail-in voting and voter ID. Let me tell you something. It's not gonna work. I've already made out a plan. A plan on what we need to do. Even though it's now March, trust me. Tell you the truth, the earlier you do it, the better. Don't wait until around September or October to do this. Actually, tell you the truth, I'd rather you go ahead and do this now. Okay? First thing you're going to have to do, still get your absentee ballot. Okay? Call your local board of elections and say, look, I want to vote for the midterm, the midterm election. I want my absentee ballot early. Do not wait. Even though they might tell you, oh, you got to wait until September or October. No, you don't. Go ahead and do it now. The earlier, the better, right? They will definitely send that to you once you ask for it. That's what you need to do. Okay, second thing. Do not mail your ballot. Now, I know you're probably wondering why I'm saying that. The reason why I'm saying it is don't mail your ballot because it might get lost in the mail on purpose. Now, I'm not against, the United States Postal Service or anything like that. I'm not against them as an organization, as a company. I'm not against that. But then sometimes some people might sabotage, once they see that absentee ballot, they purposely lose it or they purposely destroy it. So once you get that ballot, hold on to it. Put it somewhere safe until it's time for you to vote. But yet, don't vote yet. Just hold on to it, okay? Because I tell you, because even though I'm not sure if, sometimes you might encounter, like some candidates might back out. They have plenty of time to do that. They might back out eventually. But I'm just saying, if they send you about let's say around maybe August, around that time, some candidates have enough time to let's say tell the election, look, I decided to drop out, that kind of stuff. I understand. Okay? But all I'm just saying, just hold on to it. Don't fill it out or anything yet. Just hold on to it. Okay? So, all right, third thing. Third thing is, like I said, don't mail it. Once you fill it out, do not mail it. We have here at our board of election, there is a box. Now, tell you the truth, the box is like on the other side of the building. All you need to do is get on that one side of the building, like you're going towards I think there's like a chiropractor's office and a youth land. but you go and make like a left turn. I think it's not Sherman. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Wall Street or something like that. I forgot. But anyhow, yeah, there's a box over there. All you have to do is drop it off. Now, you know, thing is you have to make time. Make time. To drop that off. Like maybe during your lunchtime or maybe after work, drop it off. You know, don't delay. Don't assume like, oh, I still got plenty of time and stuff like that. Oh, you're going to wait till the election day to drop it off. Nope. That ain't going to work. Why? Because after the election is over with, they're going to be too busy counting. And they ain't going to have no time, checking out, the box and see, what other ballots is in there, right? So, please don't do that. Do it like maybe a few days before the election's over with. All right. So, that's what I'm trying to say. So, next thing, if you have like family or friends or neighbors who is unable, mind you, to either mail the ballots or go to the polls, help them. Help them any way you can. I mean, things have changed. Now polling places are open on weekends. Like, okay, you got a vehicle. Let me help my friend. Let me help my neighbor. Go to these polling places so they can vote. Make the vote count. Let's just say that. Just go out, and do what you can to help. I mean, even if you need gas money, okay, let's pull, gas money together, right? Let's pull together, like maybe a couple bucks or $5, something like that, so that way, you won't feel bad about, asking for gas money, that kind of stuff. Y'all need to do something like that. Because I know, when you have a vehicle, you're independent, you do whatever you want to, that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, go, save, what little money that you have and give to that person. So at least that way, even if you live in the same neighborhood or different neighborhoods, just do kind of like an Uber, okay? But a little cheaper, okay? That's what I meant to say, Because necessarily, I know Uber and Lyft people, they be, busy, trying to help people get to where they need to get to. But when it comes to the polling places, it's a whole different story. So I'm thinking that y'all maybe start a little program like that. Just have something set aside. For like maybe in cases they that you do want someone to take you to the polls, or just drop the ballot off. It's kind of like a win-win. Let's say it's a win-win. Okay. So try to work something out. Cause I know we're all on a limited budget and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll be like a nice little income. For the person who has a vehicle, and on top of that, it'd be great for the person who need a ride to get there, especially those that live way out in the country and have no way of getting there. That'd be great. That'll work out. But okay. And here's another idea that just came up. If mind you, if you are unable to go, like I said, if you're ill, if you're recovering from the hospital, if you're I don't know. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, I would say give the ballot to someone who will put it in there for you. Let's just say that. Who would take it, to, the box for you, drop it off for you. That's another thing. Let's do that. Let's get together. Let's create a program, to where we can all come together, realize, we have bags, knock on the doors, let people know, hey, it's time to vote. Do you have your ballot? If not, please remind them. You know, always remind them, at least maybe once a week. Remind them like, hey, did you vote? If they say yeah, and I said, great, congratulations, thank you for your vote. Kind of like that. Be nice. Don't just not just be annoying. Just let them know, like, hey, we appreciate your vote. Whoever you vote for, I hope they win. That kind of stuff. We thank you for voting. Let's say that. Okay, so that's another thing. I mean, yeah, I came up with some great ideas. Cause I mean, yeah, Trump thought that by banning mail-in votes and voter doing voter IDs, he trying to sabotage. No, no, we are the people. We the one that decide on stop the elections, not him. And I think this was Trump's problem is. I told y'all he's the Duke of distractions. He is the Duke. I would say King, but I think Duke of distractions probably sound more better because it's have like a D sound. But yes, he's good at that. I mean, if it ain't bad enough. I mean, this is why he decided to start this war with Iran, and Iran didn't do anything. I mean, now innocent people are being, in the conflict, and it breaks my heart. I mean, it's bad enough with Gaza. It's bad enough with Pakistan. I mean, it's crazy. I have a friend. I have a couple of friends of mine who are out in the UAE right now, and they've been telling me they've been hearing, sounds of wheezing by, and tell you the truth, that's scary. That is really scary. Here you are trying to be on vacation, and once you hear that, that sound right above your head, that's scary. I tell you the truth. I mean, I would love to maybe go on vacation one day, out of the United States, for real. I really do. Because this banning and this restrictions, this is too much. I mean, I really do want to leave the United States one day and, go out, explore, visit many people, explore different cultures. But, guys, I tell you the truth. This is why I'm saying I want Trump impeached. I want all his administration impeached, not just Trump, everybody. Because they do not know. They don't know what the heck they're doing at all. But yet, they claim that the White House physicians talk about how healthy he is. No, he's not. You can't fool us. Some doctors are good at lying, but this is why I say I'd rather get an outside opinion. Because this doctor here don't know what he's talking about, y'all. Okay? So, yeah, this is why I'm saying I'm trying not to be too political as, it's already is. But I figured, if y'all want to share this, y'all have my permission. So at least that way, whatever state, whatever city, whatever town you at, please get together on doing this as soon as possible. Do not wait until fall. Because like I said, he's sneaky. He's trying. He tried to override Congress as it is. But I'm just saying, as we are the people, we should be out there. Letting people know we're going to do what we can. Make sure that our vote get counted and that he got to go. He and his administration got to go. I mean, everybody. I mean, yes, we still, talking about the Epstein files. We're going to continue to keep talking about it. I mean, no matter how hard he going to try and distract us from that, we're going to keep talking about it. Okay? So, for right now, like I said, please keep me in your prayers. My neck's starting to hurt again, y'all. But I love y'all anyway. I'm just so grateful and thankful for all that you done for me and my family. So, alright, y'all better get on here and make something to eat. Y'all take care. like I said, I love y'all, and I know y'all love me back. And hope y'all enjoying this dreary Monday, because I think they said snow is coming. I don't know when, but I guess we just have to wait and see. But you know what? It's all good. Okay, so I just thought I want to, get this off my mind and off my chest, because I'm not going to keep something like this in. I just figure I'm going to hand that out now. Okay? And for those Trumpsters who thought, that he's doing a good job, no, he's not. Yeah, I should have seen how he looked now. He looked terrible. He really is. And the strangest thing is, the fact that I like that Robert De Niro was talking about, the State of the Union. But when I saw an article about James Woods, James Woods is not my favorite actor by any means necessary. He talked about that he is the greatest president, like, really. But yeah, that's his opinion. Okay? So, alright, yeah, I'm going to put this on YouTube because I know it's a bit long, but, I'm just saying, I just thought I'd let you know. If y'all see this, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. What do you think of this? Because we need to get on this as soon as possible. We're not going to delay. We need everyone's vote this time. We're not going to see no people sitting on couches not doing anything. Don't want to vote. This time, this year, let's vote, please. I hate to say beg, but we need all of y'all to vote this time. And for those MAGA who realize their mistake for voting Trump back in a second time, you're forgiven. We can't forget, but you're forgiven. Let's just say that. I mean, we can't all hold our grudges that long, So, I really hope y'all learned your lesson this time. Alright, so, like I said, I've been down here and maybe do what I need to do, okay? So, y'all take care. I love y'all, and maybe I'll be back next time. Alright? Sweet Tea out.